I was like, did I see someone's thing say clutching my pearls? Hey guys. Hey guys. What's going on, everybody? Happy whatever day it is. Wednesday, I think. Thursday. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Thursday. My bad. Friday Eve. What's going on, everybody? Now, I'm sure some of you guys are going to say, well, it doesn't say Real Talk Bougie, but okay, I will fix it. I will fix it. I've been meaning to do this for like a year, but I think it'll be bougie period, Real Talk Bougie. This one says Love Lies and Lace Fronts, so it'll be all right. Everything is on the website though. And then the other ones just say Bougie Gang. Bougie Gang is just plain Bougie Gang. So let's get caught up on Brandy Pierce, guys. I thought you would be interested in her. Also, because I have a treat for you guys that I know you guys are gonna like, and it's gonna be interesting. We're not doing everything to, I'm saying I can't let it all go in one day, but I do want to give you guys a follow-up. And some of you guys might be saying right now, who's Brandy Pierce, Fran? I can't remember. Who's Brandy? Okay. Excuse me, I was just drinking some Sprite. My bad, you guys. Hey everybody, happy Thursday. What's going on? This is Brandy Pierce right here, guys. I feel like you should remember her. She is the mommy. I'm going to play the video for you guys so you guys know it's been all a day from hell at work today, but I made it. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Thank God, right? Thank God. All right. All right, let's get into it real quick, y'all. Let me see. Let me get myself together. Boom. Oh, okay. A little big. Okay. Let me do this here, and then let's see if this will be good enough. Okay, this will be good enough.
We're learning more about a mother accused of killing her child and hiding here in Metro Atlanta. Brandy Pierce is facing charges from Detroit, Michigan to Atlanta.
Yeah, Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is live at the Cobb County Jail with the local twist. Kevin?
Yeah, Pierce is still here at the Cobb County Jail awaiting extradition, but her legal troubles in Metro Atlanta actually begin in DeKalb County.
Back on December 20th, someone told a security officer who then told Brookhaven police a little boy was alone in a locked SUV in Northeast Plaza.
He was completely nude.
A 3-year-old with feces in the back seat.
The vehicle was not running. That particular day, the temperatures were in the mid to low 40s.
Police say the child's mother, Brandy Pierce, eventually walked out of a plasma donation center.
There appeared to be an air mattress inside of the car, and the mother did claim that she was in between homes, had just moved from out of state and was trying to get back up on her feet.
But according to authorities in Detroit, Pierce came here in November to avoid justice.
They saw the foot sticking out of the ground, and it went from there.
That January discovery in Detroit was the beginning of the unraveling of the murder of 9-year-old Zemar King, killed in October. This is Brandy Pierce's other son, found dead in this shallow grave in a backyard in the house Pierce rented.
The cause of death found by the medical examiner was smothering and neck compression.
Authorities in Michigan have charged Pierce with murder, child abuse, and concealing a death. Her other child is still here in de facto custody. After bonding out of DeKalb County Jail on child cruelty charges, Cobb County arrested her at Cumberland Mall on possession of a controlled substance and theft by deception charges.
We have been in contact with the agencies that are in Detroit, so we've been working with them this week to try and get them all the information that we have.
Now, that theft by deception charge is actually tied to the SUV she was found in. Allegedly, she rented that vehicle and didn't return it. Reporting live in Cobb County, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
All right, Kevin.
Just incredible, right? Okay, so I wanted to refresh your memory who Miss Brandy is. Okay, so your girl So the Brookhaven, so they did kind of give you a little bit of a preview. I did get the Brookhaven police report. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. On December 20th at approximately 900 hours, I responded to the 3307 Buford Highway near the Dollar General in reference to a welfare check. Okay. Security officer Arthur Pruitt called to report that a child was left in a vehicle and the child was nude. Mr. Pruitt advised that according to the person who notified him, the child was left alone for approximately an hour. Mr. Pruitt further reported that the vehicle was not running despite the temperature being in the low 40s and that all the vehicle windows were locked. Upon arrival, I observed the child in the front driver's seat of the vehicle of the white Toyota Highlander. Excuse me for a second, guys. It's these winter allergies or whatever it is. Anyway, let me fix myself. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay. Mr. Pruitt observed that according to the person who notified him that the child was left alone approximately an hour, Mr. Pruitt further reported that the vehicle was not running despite the temperature being in the low 40s and all the vehicle doors were locked. Upon arrival, I observed the child in the front driver's seat of the vehicle of the white Toyota Highlander bearing a Florida tag. At the scene, I was able to confirm that the child was nude and observed what appeared to be human feces in the rear seat near the child's seat. The two front seats were pulled all the way forward, and I observed a small deflated air mattress between the seats and the rear seats. The child did not appear to be in distress and was playing with the phone. Due to the lack of distress observed on the child, I did not break the window and waited for the fire department to respond. Sergeant Brown responded to the scene and I started to search for a parent or guardian for the child. The fire engine 8 arrived on the scene and I attempted to utilize a lockout kit to open the door of the vehicle. During the process of the firefighters attempting to gain entry into the vehicle, a black female walked towards the vehicle and stated that the vehicle belonged to her and the child was her son. It should be noted that Sergeant Brown entered the location where the female was and she left shortly after spotting him. We were with the child for approximately 22 minutes before the mother returned to the vehicle. Based on the circumstances involved, upon returning to the vehicle and unlocking the vehicle doors, the mother was detained. The mother was later identified as Brandy Pierce. I handcuffed Miss Pierce with her hands behind her back, checked her for fit and double locked. I searched her. No contraband was found. Miss Pierce was escorted to my patrol SUV, where she was placed in the rear behind the front passenger seat. The back seat of my marked SUV was checked prior to Miss Pierce being put into it and no contraband was found. There is a safety partition separating the driver and the rear compartments. On the scene, the firefighters removed the child from the vehicle, wrapped him in a blanket. The firefighters who picked the child up advised that his skin was cold to the touch. AMR M49 responded to the scene and loaded the child into their truck and to check his vitals. The AMR worker asked if the child had any known medical issues or allergies. Miss Pierce advised he did not. Miss Pierce provided a name for the child and his date of birth. While detained in the rear of the patrol car, Miss Pierce was read her Miranda warning and advised she wanted to speak to me. She informed me that she was currently unhoused and moved to Georgia to try a fresh start. She stated She lived in Florida, but recently drove from Michigan to relocate to Georgia. According to Ms. Pierce, she previously lived in Georgia 16 years ago. She stated since then, she lived in Michigan, Wisconsin, and recently Florida, trying to provide a living for herself and her son. Ms. Pierce advised that they first arrived to Georgia November 30th, 2024, and have been living in the rental car the child was found in. She stated that today she woke up and went to Octoplasma to try to obtain some money for the day. Ms. Pierce stated she unclothed the child because he was currently potty training and she had to leave him in the vehicle to save the gas because the car was left running overnight for heat. Ms. Pierce advised that she was likely away from the vehicle for less than an hour. Ms. Pierce informed me that the child was left in the vehicle alone because Octoplasma does not allow children inside, and this information was confirmed through an employee. Well, they can also confirm when she walked in the door, too. And she was charged with second-degree cruelty to children, as you can see on the report. Ms. Pierce stated she did not look into going to a shelter because she felt they would likely be full. According to Ms. Pierce, she does not have any friends or family that she could call for help. She advised she currently does not have a job and is using DoorDash. Oh, she is an introvert. Happy birthday, ma'am. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Ooh. I took that one a little bit too quick. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. She's an introvert. Happy birthday to you. Okay, guys. She felt like the shelters would be full and she was using DoorDash for cash. Okay. After collecting information from Ms. Pierce and considering the totality of the circumstances, she was taken into custody for cruelty to children in the first degree. Officer Nichols responded to the scene and took custody of Ms. Pierce to transfer her to DeKalb County Jail. AMR M49 transported blank to the Children's Hospital of Atlanta to check on his welfare. I followed with the medical unit to the hospital and contacted the Department of Family Service, so DFACS, approximately 1016. In reference to the incident, Ms. Davis from DFACS contacted me via phone at 1209. In reference to the incident, DFACS employee Kieran Johnson responded to the scene approximately 1350 to care for the child. And care for the child was released to her. Warrants were obtained for Ms. Pierce for cruelty to children in the second degree. DFACS was provided with the case number, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So we know this is her, that's her mugshot for Cobb. I don't think I got her Brookhaven. I didn't think I got her Brookhaven mugshot. I think we saw that in the thing, right? In the piece that we just watched. Let me go back to it.
Northeast Plaza.
He was completely nude.
A 3-year-old with feces in the back seat.
The vehicle was not running. That particular day, the temperatures were.
Say the child's mother, Brandy.
She walked into Octapharma like that, y'all. Happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Is this still, it's still Aquarius season, is it not? Okay, you guys talk to each other in the chat. Okay, so this is her mugshot, I believe, from Brookhaven. Let's keep going because she's going to get in trouble in Cobb County soon after. Like, rest assured, she's going to be into the shits again.
Out of a plasma donation center.
There appeared to be an air mattress inside of the car, and the mother did claim that she was in between homes, had just moved from out of state and was trying to get back up on her feet.
But according to authorities in Detroit, Pierce came here in November to avoid justice.
They saw.
So this is Kim Worthy. She is the district attorney of Detroit, Wayne County, and she's Wayne County prosecutor. and she, Brandee on the screen is wanted for murder. Okay, she's wanted for murder, and they're waiting to extradite her back to Detroit, Michigan. Okay, she's a mess. Okay, all right, so she leaves Detroit. So her son was left behind. She, I think we went over the details, as we know it, of the murder of her 9-year-old who was left behind. She rented a car, she took it, she got to Georgia. Um, she was unable to find employment. She was door dashing, donating plasma, living in the rental car, never returned the rental car. The rental car was put on a stolen list. So when she was arrested at this moment, over here at the Octapharma, it was because somebody noticed the child in the vehicle naked and feces in the vehicle. Okay. So they noticed the child naked. They did a welfare check. And this is the arrest that we're discussing right now. They took the child into DFACS, and that's where we kind of left off. But soon after that, what happened? Well, I'm getting ready to let you know. Okay. Soon after, if you're just now coming in, scroll back. So that happened on December 20th, that her 3-year-old, her 9-year-old is deceased in Detroit by her own hands, allegedly. It's been alleged that by her hands at the rental property that she had previously, the child was identified as the child who resided there previously and was found in a shallow grave. And it's been alleged that she fled to Georgia to flee from justice, or for people to know what she'd done. So on the 20th, her child, the 3-year-old, was taken into DFACS custody, but then this happened soon after. So about 2 weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, on January 10th, I received a BOLO, so a BOLO for a stolen rental car from Sixth Rent-A-Car. Is it Sixth? Sixth Rental Car. A white 2023 Toyota Highlander bearing Florida tag. The SUV was in the area of Cumberland Mall, 2860 Cumberland Mall, and I located said vehicle parked in front of Planet Fitness. Mall security advised no one exited the vehicle since it was parked. I coordinated with the other officers, boxed the car in with blue lights activated. The driver, later identified as Brandee Katrice Pierce, advised that she was the only occupant in the vehicle and complied. She was detained per policy. I read her Miranda rights and agreed to talk to me about the stolen vehicle. Pierce advised that she rented this SUV on October 31st, 2024 in Naperville, Illinois, and paid approximately $781 to have it through November 17th, 2024. She told me she knew she had to return the vehicle, but had plans to relocate her life to the state of Georgia shortly after 11/17/24. However, she is currently living in rough times, facing homelessness. Pierce stated that she kept the vehicle even after stated that she even got into Pierce stated she kept the vehicle even after she received an email from Sixth Rental Car LLC telling her to return the vehicle as soon as possible or it will be listed as stolen. Pierce stated that she even got in contact with the company to extend her agreement, but did not receive the help she needed and had plans on returning the SUV eventually. I searched through the vehicle and only collected two female purses which had documents with Pierce's name on it. Also in the center console was a suspected THC vape pen, green in color with oil still in it. Pierce stated it was CBD oil and maybe THC, but was not sure. Due to my training, knowledge, and experience, I believed it was THC oil. GCIC confirmed the vehicle, and I transported Pierce to Cobb ADC, where she was turned over to intake deputies. Okay. Ma'am is currently awaiting extradition back to Detroit, even though she does have charges here. Her kid is in foster care here. I don't know if her kid is going to trail with her back to Michigan. And it's sad because the 3-year-old had a 9-year-old brother who mom took out. Okay. And I mean, it's sad. This is awful, right? Hold on, let me put this up. Let me put okay. Um all right. Let me read this to you guys. I don't have this up on the screen. Brandee left Detroit with 2 kids. Where is it? Okay, so you might just be coming in. Brandee's 9-year-old. Brandee is wanted in Michigan for the death of her 9-year-old. Okay. I'll link the other story we did, like, I don't know, it was maybe 4 or 5 days ago, where there was remains of a small child found in Detroit. There was a lot of talk whether, what was that, Naziah Harris? Was it not Naziah? It turned out to be the remains of her son, a 9-year-old. It was a rental house. This woman has been on the run since, I guess, like kind of October-ish, since she left Detroit, Michigan. She is responsible for the death of her 9-year-old. She rented a car in Naperville, Illinois, and took off to Georgia, and has been living in her car ever since with her 3-year-old. So, yes, okay. We did a story on it the other day, so I will link it to this one, but I really thought it was worth talking about again because she is being extradited. She's currently sitting and waiting extradition. And but let me read this to you. This is from the Detroit Free Press. Do I have this pulled up? I don't know if I pulled it up. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I printed it out. I was just like, let me just print this because I had so much stuff on my desktop. I was afraid to lose it. So I don't know how soon they're going to get her back to Michigan. But it's not going to be pretty when she gets there, I'm sure. All right, let me share this with you instead. Hold on a second. Let this ad go by. Okay, so it's not, so let me do this. Okay, is this it? Okay, so authorities say the mother accused of fleeing Detroit after killing and burying her 9-year-old son in the backyard was arrested in Georgia after she allegedly left other son 3 alone in locked car, unclothed in cold temperatures while she donated plasma nearby. Brandy Pierce, 41, was arrested by police in Brookhaven, Georgia, after a concerned citizen reported the unattended toddler to authorities. Officers found, and you know what I mean? And just as easily, it could have been a trifling ass adult who could have came and tried to steal that kid. You know what I mean? And then she'd be out here looking crazy and putting these kids, actually taking one out and then also, potentially doing further damage. Officers found Pierce's 3-year-old child inside the locked vehicle on Georgia's Buford Highway near the Dollar General. Brookhaven police said the car wasn't running and the temperatures were as low as 40s that day. Do you imagine being outside 40 degrees and no clothes on? After a firefighter came to the scene and recovered the child from the vehicle, he was cold to the touch, according to Brookhaven police reported obtained by the Free Press. The toddler didn't appear to be in distress, but was sitting in the driver's seat playing with the phone, the officer wrote in his report. Also in the car was human feces in the back near the child's seat and a small deflated air mattress between the front and back seat. The report states the Free Press could not reach the attorney on Pierce's behalf Thursday. An attorney was not listed online court records in Georgia, and the spokesman for Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy's office said an attorney will likely be appointed for Pierce after she is extradited for charges related to the death of her older son. Okay. An officer wrote that Pierce came outside to the car and identified herself as the child's mother. After another officer went into the plasma donation facility, she told the officer she was unhoused, living in the rental car, and moved to Georgia a month prior for a fresh start, reports say. She told officers that she was living in, it just makes me want to second guess renting a car because my goodness. She told officers she lived in Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and most recently Florida, but had recently driven to from Michigan to relocate to Georgia, according to the report. Pierce was donating plasma to get money for the day, reports say. She allegedly told police she's on disability for mental alignment. Okay. And according to the report, she said her son was nude because she was potty training and left him in the car because the facility didn't allow children inside, which police confirmed with an employee. Brookhaven police arrested Pierce and turned over her child to DeKalb County for care. Police said the spokesman for Brookhaven police said that she was charged in DeKalb with second-degree cruelty to children. Court records show that she was charged with first-degree cruelty to children, but the official from DeKalb County District Attorney's Office said that was an error. Jail records indicate Pierce bonded out on January 1st, but Pierce was later arrested again by Georgia authorities on January 10th. That's after a Detroit landlord preparing for a new tenant on Woodingham Drive on January 6th discovered a backyard grave with a foot of a child sticking out from the dirt and called police. Worthy said, so that was Kim Worthy. The child was identified as Zemar King, Pierce's 9-year-old son. Worthy said that the mother killed him in October, bound his hands and feet, dug a hole, and buried his body in the backyard after fleeing to Cobb County, Georgia in November. The Wayne County medical examiner ruled Zemar's death a homicide by smothering and compression of the neck. It is a tragedy that has shook even Worthy. I have been a prosecutor for a long time, and I often say that I have seen it all. The horrors of this child abuse case defy that, Worthy said on Wednesday when she announced the charges against Pierce in her 9-year-old son's killing. Pierce alleged actions, she said, are among the most callous I've seen and hope to never see again. Pierce was charged in Wayne County with first-degree premeditated murder, which upon conviction carries a mandatory life sentence without parole, along with first-degree felony murder, first-degree child abuse, tampering with evidence, and concealing and interfering in a death. Worthy said Pierce is still in Georgia, but will request Pierce be extradited to Wayne County, where Zemar's homicide will proceed. The swift actions of our offices may have prevented further harm to this child. And they're talking about the 3-year-old. While our case remains pending prosecution, we will continue to fully cooperate with Michigan authorities in their ongoing investigation. Brookhaven Police Chief Brandon Gurley said in a statement to the Free Press regarding Pierce's surviving son and her criminal case in Georgia. So this is a very complicated, ongoing case. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Baby. All right. you guys are going to be like, what, Fran? Hold on a second. Baby, you guys are going to be like, Fran, no. Why does she have a YouTube channel, y'all?
Tell the truth. I'm nothing without you. It's time to tell the story about that glory. You saw the devil try to kill me, but you saved me. I almost lost my mind, but you stepped in right on time. Through all the hurt and all of the pain, your love for me, it never changed. It stayed the same. People switched up on me, but by God, you never changed. Even when I went through hell and all of that, you never failed. I've been through a lot, but me give up, not what a hoe. I'm not what hell is really hot. Gave many my love who didn't deserve. I gave them my heart. They only wanted my curves. The truth hurts, but it makes us free. And because of it, I am free to be me, free to be everything you have called me to be, free to the abundant life, lacking nothing. No more mediocre mindset. Believing in you is as good as it gets. I know they judging me, looking at my situation, but even in all of this, you still give me revelations. At times I don't believe them because they're just that powerful. I want to solve the puzzle. Can I buy a vow? Flush them haters down the toilet just like bow. Never will I give up. I won't throw in the towel. No weapon formed against me shall prevail. The devil tried to lock me up and keep me in jail, but your power broke all the chains. You make me say life is real. No longer playing games. Demons lame. Wish I could take them to the range and shoot them up for all the pain.
I was looking to see if there were any comments. No comments. I was searching to see if there were any new stories posted. And I came across her YouTube channel and I was like, get out of here. This, I don't know if she was trying to do like a music video or what, but y'all look at her dancing. I'm like, ma'am. I think she was trying, I don't know what she was trying to do, y'all. Ooh, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to stay professional. Okay. Hold on a second. We're just going to click on all her videos and see what was going on here, guys. But I do have a surprise for y'all. I do have a surprise. Okay. So we saw her rapping. We saw this. Okay. Is she singing another song?
All right, here it goes.
Uh-oh. Now the sad thing is that the 3-year-old who's currently in DFAC's custody, obviously he was not alive, but the one who was killed would have been alive at this point.
I gotta be free, 'cause I'm feeling pain here and I'm feeling pain there. But I ain't gonna tell nobody, 'cause I don't want them to care. But if they know how, they can pray for me. Pray for me, 'cause that's all I need. 'Cause I want to be free. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna sing until it don't hurt no more.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at me. Yeah. Hey.
Okay. Okay, Brandy. Brandy has 7 subscribers. I wonder. I don't know who that is. Tommy. How many years ago was this? Okay, hold on. We're going to get to all that. I guess she has a couple of shorts on here. Oh. How do we'll figure it out. Okay, her singing videos. I guess she was using this for sing. Girl.
As good as it gets. I know they judging me. Glory, you saw the devil try to kill me, but you saved me. I almost lost my mind, but you stepped in right on time. Through all the hurt and all of the pain, your love for me, it never changes. Wish I could take them to the range and shoot them up.
Oh, okay. Uh, is this a song too? So I guess she's using her YouTube for singing.
I give myself away. You.
I wish she would have spent some time talking. Let's see. I wonder if she has an older son. Oh, her cousin. So her unfortunate cousin has to be in this. Okay. So everything was her singing. But yeah, Brandee had a YouTube channel, guys. A mess. Okay. I'm going to it's just a total mess. Yeah, this is sad. I don't know which one of these I'm going to just assume that these are possibly look, the story hasn't turned out good for either one of her kids. Let's just be straight up. So I'm assuming these shorts could be the one who was 9 years old. I'm not really sure, but he's gone now. So ma'am is awaiting extradition, and it's a mess. Okay. It's a straight up mess. Where's her family? I don't know. I don't know who is going to step up and claim this woman. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who is stepping up to claim her. I don't know if it's going to be a good thing. Okay. I'm keeping my eyes on this story, so I will get back to you guys with more as it materializes. But she's, it's sad, but and even sadder, there's so many stories like this. There's so many people out here in distress and doing horrible and cruel things to children. And it's unfortunate we're just seeing a lot of it, but I feel like this is just my opinion on it. We're seeing it because we need to know about it. The more we don't see it, the less likely you are to think about it. And unfortunately, we do need to provide awareness, because there are kids out here that are they need help. They need help. And thankfully, there was someone out here looking and watching and paying attention, and saw the little boy in that SUV naked. And that's not normal. It's 40 degrees outside. Even though it's Georgia, even if it was Florida, there's nobody that needs to be out here butt naked. Okay. And he was at the shopping mall butt naked, and no one around in a vehicle. And thankfully that adult called the police and alerted them to come get the boy, because this lady, it was a ticking time bomb. She already killed one of her kids. Like, let's be real. It's not on some child abuse. It's on some, just a matter of time before she could have really hurt him. And if she's if she's in some sort of mental psychosis, that little boy could have been in great harm. So it's a good thing that whoever that good Samaritan was, who noticed there was a child in a vehicle unattended, they did a good thing, because they actually may have saved his life, because his brother was up there in Detroit in a shallow grave. So a mess, right? Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to shut this one down. I know we still have some Nesto calls to do. So I'll be back, like, I think around 6:00. Just give me till about 6. I have to, there's sports. It's sports season right now. So my schedule is going to be a little bit different in the afternoons, which is good, because I don't, like, at 3:15, I don't always have to, well, I guess depending on how everything turns out. But right now is conditioning and tryouts and all that kind of stuff. So I'll keep you guys posted yeah, Farrah did really well last year, so I'm sure I don't expect anything different. But yeah, so I'll come back on some Nesto calls. I feel like I have time right now, but I'm not 100% sure. So I know we have some calls to go through, but I wanted to bring this to you guys, and I have one more thing I want. Well, I have so many more. You guys were asking me about that real estate guy, Dumas, who went missing. And his two baby moms did a press conference, his family, but he's got three kids, and they were trying to alert the police that they felt like something was wrong for a while. And once they went and started investigating, it looks like he was kidnapped. A real estate agent in Alabama. I'll have to get that teed up, and then also another story I've been wanting to talk to you guys about. Also, you guys wanted me to react to the Jeannie Mai Jeezy video, so we can do that over on let me see what time it is. I just feel like we don't have time. It's 4:00. Have you guys watched that video? If you guys have not, I guess we could get it started over on OSIP. All right. If you guys haven't watched it yet, hold on, I'm trying to find my screen. Where are we? Okay, here we go. If you guys haven't watched it yet, then you're not late, hun. You can always hit the okay. Well, if you guys want to watch it, we can watch it. You want to watch it? Okay. Give me just a second. You guys meet me over here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Okay. Okay. Give me just a minute. I'm going to shut this down and we'll do the best we can. We'll try to go through as much as we possibly can, but I have to skedaddle. I think it's about 45 minutes, so we might have time. Okay. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay. And if you're new here, subscribe to this channel, set your notifications so you can be notified every time I go live, post a video, do all of the things. And I will see you next time. I'll see you guys a little bit later. We'll do some Nesto, okay? Meet me over at OSIP, okay? I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye.